Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to SevTech Ages. In the last episode, we were exploring around the caves of the Betweenlands, and we're going to head back there here in a little bit. But before we do, you might notice that I've been working a little bit on building, and I want to kind of show off what I have. So this is going to be the windmill building that is going to basically power our immersive engineering stuff. I couldn't remember what the mod was called for a second, the IE stuff. And this is what it's going to kind of vaguely look like. This is going to be the tower that the windmill's actually going to sit on. It's going to go up probably 2 more blocks before the windmill, and then a few more blocks after that before capping it off. And I'm going to go back and add details and stuff like that later. But so far, I kind of like it. I definitely like the color scheme with the cobblestone, and obviously I'm going to put in a floor. This room specifically is not going to be too large. I think what we're going to have in here is, at least for the time, we're going to have capacitors for power storage, and then we're going to send wires other places. Power in is going to probably come around here, and this large building is going to be where we kind of do all the work. Now, as for the large building, what it's going to be made out of, I've considered factory blocks. I do want it to look a little bit industrial, so we might go with something like that, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm not too concerned about building that quite yet, but I want to get the power over there so that we can send the coke oven and the blast furnace. I wanted to say coke brick. No, this is called a coke oven. And the blast furnace over there, so that we can start mass producing stuff. And then we'll slowly start working on getting everything good over there. So, with that being said, I just wanted to show that off. But let's head to the Betweenlands, and we need to eat fruit. Wow. I believe I have some wild berries, so we're gonna eat those for now, and let's head off to the Betweenlands. Now today we're gonna do something both kind of dumb and a little bit different. So our armor, I believe, is fine. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much set on most things, but we're gonna be a brave boy and try to get through some of the stuff. We're gonna go look for some things, and that's gonna require getting through a lot of the wilderness and the swamplands of this mod. Yeah, our armor looks fine. Decay will be better later, but we're gonna pull up the Antique Atlas, and we have the portal. And so what I want to do is I just want to kind of head in a singular direction, and hopefully not encounter too many bad guys. Now, in the past we had avoided just swimming, but we're actually really quick at the swimming because of our astral sorcery perks. So that is something that's going to be nice. We just have to watch out for some things. And let's... oh my gosh, kill anything we find. Swamp hags. Okay. Tinker's Construct Swords do well. And the rotten food. I find it interesting that the food we get from here actually decays a lot sooner than anything else. I want to know what's over there. But we have a lot of advancements to kind of get in this kind of section, and one of the big things, we need to find a giant weewood tree. We need to find some ruins. Pots of Chance is something we really want to find. There is a lot of nastiness. I see something down there. I wish I knew what biomes. You know, do we have that item? Biomalyzer. It is a charm, so we're gonna actually put that on. For the sole purpose of just kind of seeing where we're at. So we're in a patchy island. Bunch of lurkers there at the bottom. And we want to swim decently well. There's swamp lights. This is so awful. Yeah, this is so awful for us because there's so many lurkers. Okay, let's try to go a different direction. Deep waters. Okay, I've heard that these are awful. That looks like something on there. Okay. Let's try. What is this? Weedwood bush. I hate that. Oh, I hate this. I guess it's a weather effect. Gosh, I'm like terrified. Alright, we're in a bad area. Yeah, I hate the weather effect that makes the like alien-esque figures appear in the fog. It's awful. Okay, that was the bush. But there is some questionable things. I don't know much about this mod, so unfortunately, oh, it's scary. And the map doesn't really help us all that much. If we head that general direction, or we could head south. Let's try heading south. And hopefully we can get into some away from deep waters. Now oh my gosh, there's so many bad guys. There's so many lurkers just everywhere. Luckily they fight the they seem to want to fight the anglerfish more than they want to fight me, so that is nice. But let's get on here. We're again in the patchy island, so unfortunately I'm not really seeing much that is like, that's a leech. Let's go ahead and eat some. You know, we don't need the light right now, so let's go ahead and eat some. Oh, thankfully that weather effect dissipated. Now we can see a lot easier. We do have a stack of sap, so we can get through a lot of exploration. I heard that. Oh, it's one of them. Okay. But this is constantly terrifying. I don't like this mod just because of how like scary it can be. When you don't know what's going on in a mod, is usually the worst times for dealing with things. We're relatively close though to our portal, so let's head towards that, and then we'll head Let's try heading the other direction, because I want to avoid... Is that a leech? It is. Okay. Hi. Swamp hags are the fairly common, like, zombie type enemy. There's another one over there. But yeah, I've heard that you don't want to go into deep waters. That's an idle head. I don't think I found that one, because I would have taken the octine ingots. There is, like, 3 or 4 swamp hags. Let's go ahead and get rid of them. These are basically just kind of strong zombies, so I'm not too concerned with that. But there is a lurker right there. There's like 2 of them. I don't know if this will work. Aha. Are they like pigmen, I wonder? They definitely hurt. I know that much. But not really. Our armor is doing pretty good. Okay. Idle heads are cool. Partially because you get blocks of octine, which is really nice. And I want to say, there's another thing. Is there any other treasure in these? I love that those give off a lot of light. I'm going to have to do some research on everything in this. I hear something. And noises I don't recognize are always a bit scary. But I think that's just another lurker. In which case, that's not too much of a fear. But there are a couple of things that I do fear, and I haven't seen them yet, which is nice. But we got 2 blocks of octine. That's really nice. Okay. So I guess let's head south. Can run on the silt a little bit. And we want to find... There's a handful of different things we want to find. But pretty much anything we can find is going to be helpful. But I'm not... Unfortunately, like, the bad part about this mod is there's so much water. There is some red gem. And let's get those. Good thing about a lot of the ores, yeah, there's this stuff. What is this stuff? Roots. Okay, that's what I was scared of before, because it made me think of swamp bees, or tar bees, rather. They're called tar bees. And they're not something I want to really mess with. There's a couple other things that I don't really want to deal with. But I think the lurkers, for the most part, are neutral mobs, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know much about this mod. Like I said, swamp hags are aggressive. And the thing we're actually looking for is a relatively rare item. There's a different biome that way. Alright. Lag spike. And it's raining now. And there's 3 small packs. There's so many of these guys. The lore with these guys is kind of interesting. These are adventurers who decayed away. I believe. Otherwise, it's the rights, which is something else I don't really want to encounter too many of. But, swamp grass, don't know. I hear noises and I don't know what the noises are. Those are nettles, okay. Man, this is so scary. Okay, I was hearing the lurker, I think. And maybe they're not neutral. They just seem to be relatively docile. So I want to go towards this new biome area. Get out of that. And see what we have over here. So we're still in Course Islands, but yeah, this is a new biome. What? Oh, I think okay, it's lagging a little bit, and I think the reason is because of that. The trees or something. I'm not entirely sure. That really scared me. Is this... There is some interesting things over there. This might actually be an advancement place. And there's something over there. So what is this? This is a marsh. Interesting. Still swamp water though. There's also a structure over here. We found a shrine, and that has a monster spawner. Okay, let's get away from that for a second. So, that was something we were supposed to do, was find a shrine, I thought. Survivalists. Or maybe that was something that was said about the ring that we're looking for. Oh my gosh, mouse, please cooperate. Shrines, yeah. So there is a couple shrines here. And this looks like it spawns leeches. Let's see. Alright, cool. We have stuff. Let's get away for a second. And there is another shrine. What is that? There's things there. I want to look at them. There's so much stuff going on now. This is exciting. We found something new. Angular tooth. Most of the stuff we can get. Pink marshmallows. Green marshmallows. Skull mask. Reed donut. Jam donuts. Ooh. We're going to eat those. And a sludge slicer. That might be useful if we find any sludge. So, I would like to get the rest of the stuff. Can we break these? Yes, we can. Ah, leeches. Okay, let's move away from that. What are you? What are you guys? Sporlings? Sporlings. Huh. Interesting. There's a crawl mall thing. Shelf fungus. Okay. Marshes are interesting. So what we're looking for, again, is the Ring of Ascent. That is the only thing we really care about. So let's... For one... What is that? It is a thing. What are you? Shallow breath. That's a little creepy. Okay, let's go to the other shrine. Unfortunately, there's a lot of mud here. Mud is not a good thing. And there's still leeches. Let's see what this spawns. Looks like it also spawns leeches. So let's just get rid of that. The leech is still up there. Alright. And what do we have? A voodoo doll, an item scroll, some more marshmallows, and some sulfur. Okay. There's some more stuff over there. Now, the voodoo doll, I have no idea what it's used for, how it's used, or anything. So, interesting. I don't want to do too much stuff in the marsh because this area, for one, is awful to navigate with all of the mud. But I do want to look around just a little bit more. Yeah, this is awful. I do believe there is, like, mud boots. But I'm not entirely sure what is, like, super useful in this area. Oh, hey, we found a ruins. More importantly, we found some pots of chance. And these can contain termites, which are really annoying to hit. Ooh, what did we just get? Chroma wing. But more importantly, these can also have the things we want. Plus one of the achievements is to break 10 of them, I believe. So let's go this direction. And head back towards not a marsh. Are you hostile? No, not really. Okay. We're gonna leave a bookmark, I guess, a waypoint, whatever, that says this area is a marsh. And this might actually come in handy later. I don't know, like I said, what all a marsh brings to the table, but definitely is something new and unique, and that means more stuff that we can explore and hopefully find. So a swamp hag. Bad anglerfish. That was a weird noise. There's also a swamplands. Black hat mushrooms. swamp hags, hollow logs, which is really cool. New trees, rubber tree logs. Interesting. And this is tar. Oh no, that is something I don't like the looks of. Finding tar, because one of the monsters that I'm a little bit worried about is known as a tar beast. So do they exist from this biome? And that's one of the things that isn't actually an advancement. Is, I thought it was anyways, fighter. Yeah, we have to fight a tar beast. Slay a sludge with a sludge slicer. Well, if I can find a sludge, if I knew what a sludge was. That is a giant frog. Are you dangerous? Harlequin toad. Interesting. Not sure what I expected from that, but let's head back over here to some ruins. And I don't know if these like go down or anything like that, but definitely want to break the pots of chance. There is obviously the chance of getting some good stuff. We got some poison angular tooth arrows. I'm not even going to try it. Mutants of Terror. The most terrible monster you can think of, preserved in peat and mud and ate. Ooh, yeah. I think that's a boss that you can summon, and it's, I don't remember what it's called, but it's creepy. So there is a little skull head over here. What is that? Arum. Okay. And then there is a shallow breath as well, which is pretty easy to defeat. Hello. Okay. So this was at least interesting. We have another one of these. And I don't know if these have treasure chests or anything like that, but there's no way I'm leaving the Octine just kind of sitting here. Okay, so where are we at exactly? We need to go that way to get back home. So, ow. That is also a new biome, and I think those are sludges. Yeah, so this is an important biome, actually. He poisoned me. That was rude. Okay, so we have that sludge slicer. Let's get that out. Because I'm pretty sure these are sludges. Yeah, small sludge. I guess we have to fight an actual sludge. But that structure right there, those bricks are important. Yeah, this should be if we just sludge plains, yeah. That is a dungeon, I do believe. So that might be good to, or it might be dungeon. We can find a dungeon in this area. So let's sludge. Let's see if we can't find a full-size sludge somewhere. I kind of want to, like, part of me wants to go around the edge a little bit and see if I can't find a normal-sized one, something that's called just a sludge. But I'm also, like, very cautious. Maybe overly so. Ooh. That's a thing. The sledges are actually a little strong. Alright. What do we have? Ruins. I don't know if those guys, like, do anything. But... termites. And we got the advancement. Cool. So the question is, did we get anything good from that? I mean, we got some octane, which is nice. In fact, I'm going to take Valinite shards. That's also fairly nice, I do believe. We got a sludge ball, sulfur, octane arrows. Something we're going to do is we're going to take... Actually, we can't do that. Oh, no, we can do that. Okay, we're going to just turn the octane into actual octane ingots. And cool. So, I guess... What do I want to do? There is an item from Betweenlands, and I don't know what they're called. But there is boots that are good for walking on... Are they called... No. There's got to be some boots that are good for walking on all of this mud. But I don't know what it's called. The Betweenlands. Alright, let's see if we can't find something that looks like boots we can walk on. Tar beast. That is something I don't want to encounter. Valinite, lurker skin, bone boots, marsh runner. These look like a special item. I might have to look into that. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to... By the way, that mummy bait was, I think, what we would need to summon in the bad guy, the really creepy looking thing. But I'm pretty sure this is a full-size sludge. And there we go. Cool. So this is what we're going to do. I am going to start heading back for the sole purpose of just exploring a little bit more, seeing what we can find partially, but just kind of, it's time to go home. And I don't know if we'll come back here next time or not, but we've seen a lot more of the area around our base. There's a lot more we can kind of start exploring, and I need to read up on this mod just a little bit more, because yeah, finding the different things, figuring out what's going to allow us to walk on mud would be really nice, and to a lesser extent the silt, but mostly the mud. And if we can figure that out, then things will be a little bit nicer for us, all things considered. And then hopefully we can start looking for maybe doing a dungeon dive somewhere. I'm not sure on that one yet, though. I'm surprised we didn't find that sludge plains. I guess we didn't really go too far in our boat, which our boat's right there. So yeah, we're gonna head back home, and I need to do a little bit of reading on this mod so that we can kind of figure out a little bit more what all we can get into with it, and whether or not I'm ready to do that. The other thing that we might also do next time is start actually working with immersive engineering, but I don't know if we're going to do that or not. Perfectly honest, we'll probably not. We'll probably do more of this stuff. Because, well, the exploration stuff is actually a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and sleep. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We did a little bit of exploration. We got some interesting things. Some things I'm not entirely sure what all it's going to be useful for, but we have things that we can start looking at doing. In the Betweenlands, we have areas to explore. We just need to figure out best way to get kind of through that area. The sludge balls can be turned into the mummy bait, which no thank you, and sludge jello, which is fruit, and sap jello, which also heals decay. Interesting. What else did we get? That was kind of cool. We got the jelly donuts, which are awesome. I don't know what the voodoo doll is about. Caramel wings. So, I don't know if this is in the, this mod pack specifically, because it is probably a configurable option. But caramel wings allow you to, or chirama, I don't know how to say it specifically. These wings allow you to essentially reset eating issues. So if you eat the same items over and over, they get worse for you in terms of like quality in the Betweenlands. The wings will change that. And we have an item scroll. I don't know what this is for. Oh, so it looks like if we get an animator, which we need a rights heart, we can use that. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We might explore more next time. We might not. I don't know yet. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!